Saturday. This is like my 10th and 11th class, I think, teaching here this week. We're packing up right after this and heading home. But welcome, Julie. Alexis is still in Costa Rica. Look at her beautiful background. Janine, Kathleen, Jessica, Alex. Oh, Kara, good to have you. Lori. All right, it is Super Saturday. Oh, it's gotten chilly here. Come to a space and just stretch your arms down, separate your fingers, and then lift your toes and do the same with your toes. Try to imagine you're creating this space where some positive juju, blood flow, energy is about to come through your body. Maybe if you need to heal a certain part of your body or you've been sick. The pine pollen up here finally got me. I woke up and my nose is a little bit stuffy, but just think about movement. Motion is lotion, right? Motion lubricates our body with fresh blood, energy, good hormones, all that happy juices. So lift the toes, spread the fingers. And then from here, just take one big inhale here. It's Saturday, we're here. Gratitude, reach it up. Oh, let's reach it to the right. Beautiful team. And then back to center. This is like our Saturday morning stroll over to the left. Back to center. We're gonna do a little spinal flow to warm us up. So it's gonna start with that big inhale. Then we're gonna swan dive just to about halfway left right here, just to about your thigh, your shins or your thighs. Hold it here. And then take your right hand to your right thigh, lift your right heel. Couple pulses here. 4. Give it a couple minutes just to slowly and safely warm up. And then switch your hands. Left heel lifts. A little bit of pulsing on that left side. Alex is up in Tahoe. She's across the lake. 3, 2, 1. Now using your core, come back up to full standing position. Morning Sue. Inhale over to the right. Back to center. Over to the left. Back to center. Swan dive forward. Maybe you come a little further to the ground. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Then come up halfway. Lift that right heel. Pulse. Lift the left heel. Pulse. Stand it up nice and tall, nice and strong through your whole body. Fingertips to your ears. Maybe walk your feet out a little bit more. Let's take a little bit of lateral flexion. Good morning, Sue. Where's Sue going to be logging in from? To the right. Let's go 2 more. 1. Oh, you're inside. 2, and then to the left. Down and up. So warming up our spine, important part of willpower. There you are, Kara. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we will begin our journey with none other than the squats. So June 21st, team, it's officially summer, whether you consider yesterday or today. It's also my 17th wedding anniversary. Crazy. Who, of course, we got married on the first day of summer. What else would you expect? I don't even think I thought about that actually when we planned our wedding. But yes, we are officially into summer, team. My favorite season of the year. It's Saturday. So I want to go through what I always, what's it called when, all right, get these nice squats in. So this word, Ruthie, yes, in the house. You know, I always bring a special message in willpower. I actually want to give 2 messages. We'll get into the second one here in a second. I shared this actually when I was in Hawaii a couple of weeks ago, but I think it's an important one. All right, I know it's a lot of squats. 2, 1. Now take the right foot in, bring it out to the side. So again, this is our steady state cardio class. Other classes, we get the heart rate up high. Different classes serve different purposes. This is more of your endurance, getting all those little muscles. So I've actually shared this message a couple times, but I think it's really beautiful and powerful, especially as we head into summer, right? A new season, whether you're actually in a summer season of life, or maybe you're more in a winter season, right? Each season has a purpose. I think about summer as the season that we've climbed to the mountaintop. We've gone through the fall, the shedding. We've gone through the spring, the bloom. All right, switch to the other side. And that summer season, that's your mountaintop season. And you might not be matching up with the actual seasons of nature, but a reminder, and I need this, I tend to just look to that next mountaintop or that next peak or that next goal or milestone. Enjoy. Let's all find a mountaintop today that we can enjoy and be proud of. Showing up on a Saturday for your health, for your well-being. That's the mountaintop. All right, both directions. Almost done with the squats. Here we go. Make sure you're getting that full squat. Looking good, Jules. All right, I gotta get the nice one on. There you go, Jessica. I gave a shout out to Jessica the other week. Consistent hard work, right? The little things add up. So I love this analogy of a butterfly. Actually, we saw a bunch of butterflies yesterday. Kinley's like, there's so many butterflies, Mom, and they all look a little different. So did you know, it's okay, team, we got 25 seconds and we'll be done with our squats this morning. Can you get a little deeper? Push it a little lower. Yes, nice, Katie. Kathleen. So a butterfly, before it's a butterfly, it's a caterpillar. And I love this because at the end of the school year, Kinley's class and the TK kids have been raising caterpillars into butterflies. Yes, Alexis, beautiful. One. Ooh, I'm warming up, stepping forward. Bring it in, wakey, wakey. So that caterpillar, yes, Jules, I'm about to do the same. Warming up fast here, getting those sweaters off. When that caterpillar goes into its cocoon, builds that cocoon, chrysalis, whatever you call it. I found this fascinating. I didn't know this. It has to liquefy before 3, 2, 1. Okay, take it down to a lunge. It has to liquefy before it can grow into a butterfly. And I think this is such a great analogy for our lives and for my message today. Evolve is a word. It's actually part of my rise. What's it called when each letter you associate a different word with? I always forget that. I love those though. But the E in rise was for this word, evolve. And then I've been seeing this bigger picture with VFit, which I'm going to get into for the second part of our message, what evolve is. But the caterpillar has to evolve to become a butterfly. And I think so often we think that that's supposed to be easy, that change, evolution, growth, that it just should be easy. And it's not. It's literally sticky, messy, imperfect. Hey, hold this one out, down and up. Back heels lifted, down and up. Weights right over your hips, team. So make sure you're right here, down and up. And so we think about this caterpillar that has to liquefy and then it turns into a butterfly, right? But guess what? The hard part's not over. So maybe you've transformed, maybe you have a new goal, a new vision, something put on your heart to one, hold it down. Maybe you're going through a transformation, health, wellness. Some of you going through some big challenges and you're showing up and you're taking that challenge that you didn't ask for, you're getting through it. That's the sticky part. So when the butterfly becomes a butterfly, it's ready to fly, but it can't yet. Anyone ever feel like that? Like you're ready for something, but like something keeps holding you back, forcing you down. That's that sticky stuff on the butterfly. Here we go, lift. So there's a waiting period of having to be vulnerable, having to be a little bit stuck. We don't like that as humans. We like control. We like certainty. We like to know what's going to be next or what's the plan. So in this period of transformation, evolution, we kind of get stuck sometimes. And here's the part of the message that's really important. 2, 1, hold it up. Say I'm grateful to be here. Move my body. Welcome to Lake Tahoe. Everybody who hasn't been here, we're right on across from South Lake. In this sticky, stuck, vulnerable spot, this is where you get to grow the most, right? Inwards, to learn more about yourself, to understand, again, what lights you up, what brings you joy, what brings you inner peace. Inner peace is something we all desire and we all deserve. I love that. I heard that recently. It's something we all desire and we all deserve. 3, 2, 1. Okay, step forward. How hot is it in Costa Rica? I think Alexis will win the, she didn't even start with a sweater on. No, wait, water whenever you need it. So then once that sticky, and this is where a lot of butterflies get picked off by predators, and so this is where I believe most people actually quit or revert back to old files, habits, things they were trying to change, because that sticky place where you're trying to change your thermostat is uncomfortable. And like I said, we don't necessarily love that, but once you start to learn to work with it and know it's part of that process, here we go, step into the lunge. Like, I love it now. When I have a new idea or concept or goal, it's always the same, and I've noticed it. You get super excited. You're like, yes, I can do it. It's going to be amazing. This is going to change the world. And then you start to put it together or work towards it, and then it's like, oh, shoot, this is scary. Am I supposed to do this? Was that the right idea? Like, all this fear and doubt creeps in. But no, that's good emotions. I know we don't like them. I'm not saying good in the sense of you like them. They are testing you if you really want it. Hold it out. So I think this comes to everything, right? Your health. Your health takes a lot of work. It takes showing up those days you don't feel like it. It takes that recommitment every single day. That's the sticky part. It takes surrender sometimes, right? When you've got to go through a journey of healing that you didn't ask for, or when you're trying to go to that next level. So I love, but then you think about when that butterfly can fly, it's so unique. It's so spiritual, and butterflies are just such a cool species. I think we had the conversation, are they insects or not, Alexis? I forgot what our, I'm not the kindergarten teacher. 3, yes. 2, who else? 1, hold it down. Pulse. Pulse, yes. Ooh, looking good. Nice, Sue, Alex, beautiful, Ruthie. Recommit, right? Have people around you that will call you out to do that. That was my morning reading. Have true friends, mentors, support that is going to push you in a healthy way, not just let you, oh, it's okay, you don't have to do that. That's not important. All right, 3, 2, 1, lift it up. All right, next part of the message. Beautiful control this morning. Looking good, Janine. I got to spend a lot of time with you this week now that you're off for summer too. Yay, Katie, our accountability crew. All right, so VFit is coming up on 10 years. I cannot believe it. And I really believe decade periods of time are super powerful in our own personal life, and if you think your kids, in a career, business, like, big shifts happen in decade periods. Hold it up. A lot of times we overestimate what we can do in a year, and we underestimate what we can do in a whole decade because it seems so far and big. Take it to the shift. Front, yes. So I've been having this stirring because, you know, as the leader and VFit truly being one of my babies and pride and passion and calling, like, I want to keep growing. Like, I would be doing a disservice to us all if we were all where we were 10 years ago. Not to say that that was a bad place, but that was the beginning. 2, 1. Okay, lateral hops. Good. Time to get water. And so we know the heart and soul around here is our community. It is our people. It is each of you. Like, I told the story how my kids will pick out certain people in the world that are good, kind people, and they're like, Mom, are they a V-fitter? Like, they just, that's what they think V-fitters are. They know it. It's so cool. But as we're going and growing and really narrowing down that this is a community for women, not to say that you got a couple Papa Peters and Coach V's dad, but we really are a community for women, a safe place to show up, right? To go through the muck, the yuck, the celebrations, all of it. And we're a community of women that are aging. That's a good thing, team. If we weren't, I don't know the alternative. So the thing though is we can age with strength and grace. And this word evolve keeps coming to me when it comes to our community. I want to work deeper with people. I want to really I want people to be successful. As a trainer, it breaks our heart when people give up. And let me tell you, it happens a lot. So way to be here. I mean that when I say that every time you show up. All right, 3, 2, 1. Turn it out. Here we go. So the cool thing about a strong foundation and core values is that is not going to change. When something's your foundation in your life and your core value, it doesn't just change. So community, right? Showing up, all that. Our great variety of classes, like none of that is changing. We are adding 4 new classes in July, which I'll talk more about that next week. But this word evolve, I'm going to read you the definition of evolve. 3, this is so crazy because this is not a word I tend to gravitate to. God put this word so clearly. Okay, hold it down. I want you to pulse. Maybe you're in a place where you're in an evolution. We don't always need to be, right? Sometimes, like I said, enjoy that mountaintop. Enjoy the work you've done. But when you're being called to evolve, rise up. So evolve. To change or develop into a better, more complex, and more advanced state. So to evolve means to get better, to grow, and to change. Okay, right heel, left heel. So if you're on Facebook the other week, I don't know, I don't even know what day it is now. We're on summer break. We've been gone so much. I think it was last week. I put a survey, maybe the week before. I listed a bunch of words and I asked you all to pick 3 words that resonated with you and your health journey. And I didn't tell you what my favorite words were. And guess what? VFitters picked them. And they go, not all of them, I have some new ones in here, but they go along. All right, here we go. Let's get some. We're going to lift the right heel, left, or right heel, left punch. Yes, nice, Alexis. There you go, Jules. So the first E in evolve is to evolve. I think that had to be an important word in the acronym. Is that what it's called, an acronym? There we go. The E is to evolve. Growth is the goal. Growth is the goal, whether that can be learning more, learning a new skill, changing, right, actually retiring. Growth comes in different ways. 3, 2, 1, other side. But to evolve means to be growing and going, because it means you have purpose. And this is proven. When we do not have purpose, something to work for, could be your garden. I mean, purpose comes in so many different ways, but to have purpose is to evolve. And I think that's important, to be comfortable with change. 3, you don't want to stay the same. 2, 1, down and up. We're staying the plie is a little bit longer. All right. The V, here's one of my words, and you all picked it too, is vitality. Anybody else want to live with vitality? Do you know what vitality is? It's a zest for life. It's the jumping in the ocean. It's, I think, of chasing your grandkids, of being able to get through the hard, knowing there's a finish line and another side. I think of vitality so much as a zest for life. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. How good is that? Who wants more vitality, or to keep the level of vitality? Yes, Kathleen, I think of you with that word. To still be able, you will be, to backpack and bike and not say, I'm just getting old, right? We cannot subscribe to that narrative. Your body's listening. Things might be changing, but you have a lot of control, which brings me to the O. Yes. All right, couple more plies. Ownership. Whew. I want V-fitter. So these are characteristic traits to be a V-fitter. Ownership. okay? Ownership means you have control over yourself. You're owning that your health is not something just to fit in or when it works out. You're owning that some sacrifices sometimes have to be made to make the right choices. That might be going to bed early, saying no to something because you're stressed or overwhelmed, taking time for yourself. I love it. When Emmy thinks I'm stressed out or in a bad mood, she goes, "Mom, go for a walk." I'm like, good girl to tell me to go for a walk. You're right, I do need to go for a walk. Yes, Katie, those look good. Get it, Ruthie. Nana, how we doing, Lori? So ownership, keep going, is your health. It's your choices, your journey, and nobody can do it for you. So that is the ownership over your health. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's curtsy, crunch. If it hurts, that hip, just go ahead, keep that leg straight. So we got evolve, vitality, ownership. All right, this is the L. This was the second most popular VFit vote. This was one of my words, coming back again. Longevity. Who is not focused on longevity? I think this is a big, like, as we're aging, I don't like that word, but it's the only one I can think of. Because it's not a bad thing. So as we're growing, right, as we're evolving, longevity, there's so much new research and science. And for women, you guys, this is so exciting. For women, we don't have to succumb to, we peaked in our 20s and 30s. Like, heck no, there's so much you can do for your longevity. And we know at VFit that comes down to the 8 pillars of health. It's not just exercise, it's everything. 3, right, getting outside, sleep. Longevity means, to me, and you could have different meaning, not just the number of days on a calendar. That's not important to me. It means the quality of those days. Can you do the things you want to do? Can you continue to not just say, oh, I'm falling apart. Oh, this is how it's supposed to be. No, that's back to that ownership. No. 2, 1. Okay, take it over to the left. Oh, yes, Alexis has got the sweat towel. The humidity is probably 100% in Costa Rica. Yes. All right, so vitality, we're getting there, team. And then there's another E, and this E is empowerment. Ooh, empowerment. Oops, hold on. I just clicked the button on my. Okay, there. Empowerment. This is building the confidence, courage, and commitment that is your power. That is your power. So I love that word. Empowerment, right? It comes from within. I always say showing up is an inside job. Beautiful, team. These look good. Showing up is an inside job. So are you empowering yourself? Exercise, to me, is one of the biggest ways to feel empowered, to feel like, yes, I went from a bad mood to a good mood, or I had no energy, or I was feeling blah, or I just had wiggles to get out, and now I feel peace. All right, here we go. Lunge, curtsy, we're heading to the finals. The finish line, team, we're doing good. All right, and we got one more letter. So I couldn't just leave it at evolve, because this next word was actually the #1 pick by VFitters. And again, one of my 3 words, and that is strength. So how to make it evolves. Strength. What does that word to you mean? It doesn't have to be physical. Strength is important. Do not discount. You need physical strength to be healthy. You need your bones to be healthy so you don't fall. I love how Sherry said, heavier weights cost less than a broken bone, right? 3, 2, 1, take it to the other side. So you do need physical strength, because when you build physical strength, yes, Alex, Janine, you're building mental resilience. Without a doubt, anybody who has gone into a tough health challenge or a broken bone or an injury or a surgery, if you go in, and 2 of you here, probably more, can vouch for this just right now in the season of life. If you go in literally strong and healthy, you're gonna fare so much better. So much better. When you need your health is not the time that you're gonna have to make it a priority, right? Lori, showing up however you can. So strength is built physically, but that physical strength, that commitment to your physical strength, then builds tenacity. It builds resilience. 2, 1. So working on your physical strength builds your other strength, your heart, your mind, your spirit. Ah, beautiful team. So what did I write here? We're almost there. Strength, physical, emotional, spiritual. True strength is layered and limitless. How good is that? True strength is layered and limitless. So who is ready to continue? So you match those traits, you're gonna be with us a long time. We're on this journey together, team. We're gonna go deeper. I want to do more of those workshops on hormones and talking about the issues that we need to be talking about. Mental health. Here we go. Curtsy. I have a VFitter who wants to put on a workshop about how to dress for your body and your style. We're gonna do that going into the fall. If you missed the healthy hormone happy hour, that was the other week. That's on the podcast. So bringing, again, more stuff like that. So important. This looks good, team. We're almost there. Nice, Nana. Get it, Sue. How we doing, Lori? Ruthie, we got Texas, Costa Rica. Yeah, beautiful, Alex. Idaho, and California. Okay, right leg in front. All right, so out of those words, I want you, and if you could share, I would love it because I just love it. Which word spoke to you the most? Was it evolve, vitality, ownership, longevity? Oh, I missed one. I was like, I missed the V, value. Ooh, how did I miss this one? Okay, I missed the middle V. Probably some of you caught that. Value. You are worthy. Your health and happiness deserves to be prioritized. That's the V. You are worthy. Your health and happiness deserves. Part of taking care of other people is taking care of yourself. Switch to the other side. Here's the finish line. So, okay, we got evolve, vitality, ownership, longevity, value, empowerment, and strength. Evolves. 10, 9, go to the finish line, team. I gotta find my weights after this. They disappeared when we moved camp. 4, you think someone would just steal weights? 3, that's good. Then maybe they needed them more than me. 2, 1. Oh, step touch. Good journey. All right, tell me in the chat box what word spoke to you the most today, or is it the whole word, evolves? I am to share. Step touch, come on, share it. Sharing is caring. That's getting out of your comfort zone. Woo. All right, let's reach it over to the right. Because we're not supposed to be all the same. I share a wide net, hoping you catch a couple of the fish you need. All right, reach through the heel. Let's see it. Vitality. See, I love that word. The whole word. Oh, 2 for vitality. Sang to you. Ruthie, you always have the best. Didn't just speak to you, it sang to her. Yes. I like, in our Rise meeting on Tuesday, we were writing our Power I Am statements, and one of the members said, I'm a student of life. I loved that. A student of life. All right, I really can't find them. All right. And then go ahead and bring it back to center where we began. Again, that gratitude, that ownership. You have more vitality right now? Absolutely. Just feel it when you move your body, right? Like, oh, anyone else? My bed has been so comfortable here. It's been hard to get out of the cozy trailer. Oh, bring your hands to heart center. Being proud that you showed up today. I mean it every single time. That doesn't get old. All right. If you're coming to sculpt and stretch, let's see if I can find my weights. Value. Oh, I like that, Jules. I almost forgot that one. All right, any more? Coming in, coming in. We're gonna go strength and sculpt and stretch. I swear I saw them. All right, there's hockey stuff galore. All right, team, I'm gonna log in to sculpt. Any more coming in? I'll see some of you in a few seconds. If not, have a beautiful weekend. Happy summer. Oh, maybe in the, did you look in the trailer?